The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I summoned them to fight against Githyanki. Attack to buy time for the others to escape with Ravengard.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
General Tom's orders to bring him to the Absolute.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Stumbled upon them. Interrupted training. Didn't realize they were here. Samuel Staxford. Devoted servant of...
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Can't believe I'm actually venturing into a Gith stronghold again, voluntarily. This had better pay off. I've seen them at work before. I wasn't alone in my mission. All those who were sent with me were slain by Githyanki blades. They must want that artifact back badly if they're dispatching red dragons in pursuit of it. But we cannot afford to lose it. I wish I'd never been sent on this mission. Yes. And she acts as Lady Shah's voice amongst mortals. She must be doing the Night Singer's bidding. I just don't know what it all means. All will be revealed in due time, I hope.
The crush must be nested in that temple. Our cure is close.
Hey, you.
Well, hello.
Hey, soldier, well, I'm not feeling so good. My engine is getting worse. Feels like it's going to burst out of my chest. We need to catch up with Damon. See if he's thought of a way to fix this thing. If it can be fixed. I'm sure we will. But, in case we don't, a bit of advice. You leave your left flank wide open. If I'm ever not around to cover it, you may find yourself on the wrong side of a goblin spear one of these days.
Food hungry. Want bite. Food. Eat more.
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily.
No. Run.
I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
hurts. Look. Cut.
As the wound closes, the cub begins testing his weight on the leg.
Good. No hurt. Teeth. Claws. Bigger. Strong. Fight. Win. Too big. Wait. Strong. Show you.
The little beast's quite charming once you get accustomed to the smell of rotting flesh. Are you?
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf. Is that so? Must have escaped my ears. But no matter, this is far more important than some worn leather. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak. Mestra, aye, my boy. What she wants is a matter better discussed in more comfortable environs. Knowing you, I'll wager your camp is a veritable home away from home. Lead the way. Then I can rest these bones of mine for a spell, and you can learn all that I have to share. Marvelous. Onward, then.
Ever onward.
You'll be too much of a handful one day.
Now, play nice. Claws and beak to yourself, please.
So, that's what...
Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. Mistra, the message and the charge I bring you are hers. You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption. She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can. As you say, Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will. You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world. Remember who she is, Gale. Mortal death is but a passing chapter to a goddess, and to those who win her favor. Whatever she can grant unto you is infinitely better than whatever you cling to now. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. My Nahastra, Mystra Riel, Italion, Thras Anastra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. A shame that we did not cross paths sooner. The orb's thirst for magic is now quenched. Yet, it already inflicted some damage while you tried to forge ahead. The ill effects may linger, I'm afraid. Not enough to hamper your mission, I hope. Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, a notion born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
A hero at heart.
So that's how you win Mistress' forgiveness. Self-sacrifice. I'm sorry, Gale. That can't be what you wanted to hear.
You must have questions.
What are you thinking about?
Stop there! Not one step further! I left your stupid creche. Why are you still chasing me? I don't even want your bloody eggs! You're not from the creche? Oh, how fortuitous! And not just because you're not trying to kill me.
Nod your head, play along. Find out what you can. Take her head when it's done.
This could be an auspicious meeting, come to think of it. I was hoping to meet our friendly guests. The Gith that inhabit that creche, of course. Stupid, brutish creatures. Not like you at all. In fact, maybe you'd be able to succeed where I was less successful. I need a Githyanki egg, which I know may sound a little unsavory.
Skaketh! You would steal away one of our children!
How rude! This is exactly why you people have a bit of a reputation, you know. As I was trying to say, this is an entirely benevolent act, and all for a very good cause. I know. They were pure savages. Not like you. I'm sure you would appreciate that this is all in the name of knowledge. Inside that temple lies one of your creches, which I gather has its very own hatchery, presumably chock full of eggs. The Society of Brilliance have asked me to acquire one of your people's rows so they can incubate it, and once it hatches, raise it in their tradition. They believe a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. Bring me an egg I can deliver to the Society, and you will be well rewarded.
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for even suggesting it.
I'm not talking to you. So, what do you say?
What? Surrender an egg, and I will not stand for it.
I see this being a highly prosperous partnership. A word of advice. Avoid direct confrontation. Creche-bound Githyanki can be a deadly sort.
Look at that beauty.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off. Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here. Oh, sure, a nest. But it's not my nest. That's up on the roof with the eagles. Eagles are pricks. It's a good lookout spot for food. It's not even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
While quite vague, drunk lizards could well point to kobolds, who tend to operate in packs.
You? Kill an eagle? But if you think you can, then please, please kill the eagles. They're the worst. Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof. Rude bastards, those eagles. Deserve a little comeuppance.
That's enough! On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the crash on high alert.
Notable keepers adorn these intricate panels. Lathendarian monasteries of this size were usually overseen by Dawn Masters, esteemed members of the clergy. Several of the pictured Dawn Masters remind you of monks who would dedicate their lives to mastering specific weapons of war. The reconsecration of the monastery, conducted by Dawn Master Seed. Evensong before the Zenith Day, celebrated by Dawn Master Vasaid wielding Dawn Master Welkin.
The pride of the gate.
Intruder! In my nest! This area was meant to be safe! Xavier, get behind Mummy! You would accuse me of a crime in my own home! Outrageous!
Might will prevail. Just a peek.
Glorious! Feathers bloody everywhere, mate! Feels good to be home in my nest. I wish there was something I could give you in return. Oh, tell you what. When I escaped the eagles, I spotted...
What should I do if the Chitrai takes me in for question? The war myth for South
One move ahead.
No.
Faithful Gish! Vlakith Gorg Shkathzai!
Shkathzai? We were not expecting visitors, kin. What brings you here? Is that so? His efficiency is to be commended then, as is yours. Produce this weapon and you may pass. Forgive me, Rastil. Our nerves are somewhat heightened with the Inquisition's presence. Go. Seek Inquisitor Wargaz within. Chamazala Vlakith!
Let's chew the fat.
I would be more concerned.
Walk well within Kreshielek, Rastil.
You may proceed to the creche.
I'm staying out of Captain Therizin's way. At least until the Chakrai Inquisition is over.
I suppose you've never seen a creche under an Inquisition before, Rastil. You are in luck.
I heard they're making us join the patrol soon. The search must be going badly.
Hush, Quaniwell.
What if they don't find the weapon? Do we even know it? Forgive me, just still. I wasn't complaining. I'm honored to help search.
Quaniwell, look at him. He's clearly not with the Inquisition. Nothing, just still.
We were only talking about what you already know. About the weapon. The one the Kithrak can't find.
Quaniwell, keep your mouth shut. You're going to get us in deep, Skva.
The Kithrak is very worried about the Gate threat. Before you came here, discovering what is happening in Moonrise Towers was our main focus. We heard the Kithrak say the Inquisitor is wasting her time with this search for a weapon.
We? Don't bring me into it. I know when to keep my mouth shut.
Kithrak Therizin needs results soon, or the Inquisitor will have all our necks.
Welcome, Rastil. If you're looking for the Kithrak, I would advise caution. Her patience hangs thin.
Sure, why not?
Ugh. Blood? Rust? Squar? Is there no odious substance not smeared on this delivery? The filth of these people. Unbelievable. Impressive? Not the word I would use, but to each their own. If you find anything worthwhile that isn't covered in Skvar, do let me know.
Yet again, the weapon eludes us. I've heard even Kithrak Voss is searching now.
That's right, Garath. You're next on the list. That's why you're... I must return to my duty. Walk well, Rastil.
Kreshilik welcomes you, Rastil.
I wasn't much better. It was a yank.
Was cleaning duty this awful at your creche?
Let's see.
You're from the outside, aren't you? I can tell. You walk different to the others. Less... directed.
I hope the Kithrak sends me to help find the artifact next.
Not now, Kachuki! We're busy! Wouldn't you like to know? Hear that, Rajak? He wants in. Yeah, let's play. You lose, Kachuki. Go play by yourself. What do you want now? No. Nuh-uh, we're having fun. Fine, if you're going to be a big baby about it. A big, ugly baby? Open it up, then. It's all yours.
No trouble at all.
Your face, Kachogi!
Rest time feels so wasteful. I could be training right now.
I know the Gustle does necessary work, but does she have to enjoy it so much?
This creche is fun. If you're looking for the young ones, they're with the Savash in combat drills.
Considering this creche has a Kithrak under Inquisition, there's a lot of idle kin here.
Step carefully, kin. Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I would hate... Hatched, mostly. Only one remains unbroken, watched over by Vash Koku, caretaker of our young. You may speak to him if you wish, but do not approach the egg, lest you fall foul of me. Kin. You will find Vash Koku. Follow the rocks through the acid.
You can tell Kithrak Therazin that my position has not changed. The egg requires more time. Furthermore... you are not from Creche Yelek. What are you doing here? This egg is in my care. It does not need saving. It is a little slower to hatch, nothing more.
Failure at the first hurdle of existence. Most caretakers would crush it and be done.
Most caretakers would not give the child its fair chance. But I shall. There could be greatness in that shell.
You note that the hope in his voice is tinged with weariness. It's the voice of a man who's fought the inevitable for a long time.
Not all that arrive late are weak. I created this entire hatchery, despite being the last of my clutch to hatch. They almost drowned me in the hatching pool, if it wasn't for the Vash of my clutch. This one deserves the same chance. You've no Vash instincts about you at all. Still, the captain's due for an inspection any day now, and if she sees it here... Tell me, what will you do with it if I entrust it to you? Unlikely. But the journey may yet be character forming. I can no longer ignore that Kithrak Therazin's patience has its limits. I do this under protest. But it is what's best. Just know that if the child comes to harm, I will find you, drag you back here, and drown you in the burning waters. Fighting a battle already, and it's not even born yet.
Yankee egg, at least on the outside, you can see a vague outline of something within it. The egg is warm to the touch, the rough shell like slate beneath your fingers. Whatever is within is stirring ever so slightly.
An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
Kin?
Is that it?
My brain is fine.
Avril! Stop this insufferable whining.
A word, if I may.
Shocky! Why do you keep hesitating? My instructions were clear.
Because they don't make sense. Killing each other like this. It's stupid. Or for you.
Silence! It seems your childish prattling is attracting an audience. You fight again. This time, daggers only. And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark?
I've been practicing every night, Savage. Let me have a go.
I refuse. There has to be a better way.
You dropped your guard on your weak side and were completely open to an offhand counter. Move him out of the way. We've wasted enough time already. You are well on your way to being gate food. Do better! Strike hard! Slice flesh! No hesitation! Mercy is death, death is mercy. This is Vlaakith's will.
I love fighting with daggers. It's so personal. You're close enough to see the light go out behind their eyes.
You look too old to be training with us. Way too old.
Are you from another creche? Do you know Vlaakith? If you see her, tell her I'm training twice as hard. No, 3 times as hard.
I'm sorry you witnessed my failure, Gestil. Thank Vlaakith the Savage is here to correct me. Did you see that? The look on Varl's face when the blade went in.
Did you enjoy our little demonstration? A mere taste of the power Kresh Yelik commands. I am a humble blade, tasked with carving out an army. Every bit of waste I trim away brings us closer to victory against the Gake infesting these lands. I hear they have been gathering nearby in greater numbers than usual. There should be plenty of heads for my students to take when their final test begins. Vlaakith Gorg Shkathza!
Go quietly, Kin. The Savage here does not like to...
The Purifier, the safest, will be in the infirmary. Dispiriting is a strong word. Unusual, most certainly. Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less, though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. Nor have I. They come to the material plane just long enough to pass their eggs. They must, of course. The eggs could never mature in the astral plane where time barely passes. It is a great honor to be chosen as Shukiani. One that I hope is never bestowed on me. Indeed. Perhaps you might have paid more mind to your teacher. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children. Go on then. He would never have deigned to threaten a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense of... No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but there's a common speech translation beneath, carved in a different hand. It's a story about Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Yes. Famed and long dead, the fool traitor. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it. Very well. I will read it to you. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince, there's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared that Vlakith should be queen. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich. She did nothing of the sort. Thank your good fortunes I'm a tolerant woman, or I'd have sliced off a few toes for suggesting it.
Another outsider. Make yourself at home. The Chirai certainly has.
Please, Chirai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the Astral Prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight! Chirai! We could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chirai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kithrak. For now.
Those doors! This is not a public forum!
Vertical incision from pineal eye to end of notochord.
Intestinal coloration consistent with samples 231 to 259. If you require treatment, take a seat, Kin. Or do you have a question?
Go on. You know what we require.
Well then. I'm analyzing changes in the worm's digestive tract following consumption of cerebral matter. Most of our kin find such work rather tedious. I wonder, what makes you so curious? I have no desire to teach, though your request is understandable. You do not gain true knowledge by demanding it of others. It must be earned. Let's see what knowledge your labors have borne so far. Tell me, what is your understanding of ceremorphosis? Clearly, our schooling is not what it used to be. The tadpole is a parasite. Once it consumes enough of your brain matter, it instigates an excruciating transformation. Every fiber, every sinew of your being is torn apart and reformed into the repugnant flesh of a geich or illithid. That is ceremorphosis. A facile achievement for those who know so little to begin with. Must you keep bothering me? If you have questions, cursed is the day that even we become geich incubators. Tell me, how long have you been infected? Fascinating. So you're conscious of your infection, but showing no signs of cerebral impairment. Either your tadpole is special, or you are. We must find out which. Go to the Zaithisk. I will ensure you're cured. It will relieve you of the specimen lodged in your cerebral cortex. What else? It will be worth it, I assure you. Most of our kin never get to experience the Zaithisk. Vlakith smiles on you.
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful.
A eulitharid skull refashioned for cleansing. The Zaithisk. Purity at long last.
The Zaithisk. Vlakith's purity distilled. My duty. My right.
The device is an ingenious synthesis of illithid anatomy and metal alloys. It hums with psionic energy, hinting at paths into unknown minds and unseen planes.
Stand aside! My time has come. I will not. I gave you my might. You will respect my charge. You walk the line between confident and arrogant. A beguiling turn of events. Go on, into the Zaithisk. I will follow.
The Zaithisk. This unnatural device offers your best chance of purification. You feel your parasite stir.
To sit in the Zaithisk is a rare blessing, Kin. Be grateful. There is nothing on any plane stronger than a Zaithisk for curing unwanted afflictions.
You deny me my due, then seek my comfort. Bah!
Sit and be pure.
Your body grows cold, its warmth sapped by the cold metal seat. The machine awakens.
You must focus on the parasite at all times. The Zaithisk will do the rest.
Layers of magic weave themselves tightly around your head. The tadpole squirms and contracts. It's trying to hide. The device possesses immense but unfocused power. If you fail to direct it towards the tadpole, your faculties could face permanent harm. Your skull groans and bends under the pressure. Then, agony. Through waves of torment, you search for the parasite's lurking presence. The device searches too. You sense its hunger, its craving. It wants the tadpole, but maybe something more.
Keep going, my child. The Gake spawn will soon be gone.
This torment. You must persist. You must be cleansed.
The parasite burrows deeper, sinking its teeth into your brain's exposed tissue. It sucks greedily. You feel yourself ebbing away, while the parasite only grows stronger. It's evolving.
That's it. Soon your suffering will be over, Ken.
The device yearns for the creature, for every part of you tainted by its presence. You will be consumed. The tadpole quivers. A different magic is building within it. This one is ancient. Rotten.
No. No more.
You pour yourself into the tadpole's putrid magic. Its strength multiplied. It unleashes on the machine. The two forces fuse violently together, your brain their conduit. Your body and mind drift apart. You are being undone.
Enough!
The room swims back into focus. Your mind is intact, yet unfamiliar. Inside it, the tadpole lives on, and you feel different.
No! No! The Zaithisk! What have you done? My life's work gone, and yet you live. And so does your parasite.
Her voice cuts with a fanatical edge, an obsession bordering on mania. If there's a chance the parasite lives, she wants it.
The Zaithisk does not fail. The only variable in this experience was you and your parasite. And I will uncover how this happened. Wait here. I will gather my tools.
No! I followed the protocol! I must be cleansed!
Incredible. Your parasite is even stronger now.
Skvar! The Zaithisk. It might have killed you. I felt your torment.
The Gustil tampered with it. Traitor! And there may be more still. This must be why the Inquisitors come. Vlaakith does not abandon Githyanki. The Zaithis was tampered with. There is no other explanation. Now hurry. We must go to the Chirai and inform him of the Doctor's sedition.
I'll see what I can do.
Leave enough to study.
Just a peek.
To the Inquisitor at the creche. The Zaithisk's failure must be reported.
If you've something to say, speak to the Kithrak.
Honored Kithrak, may Vlaakith show us truth.
You are not familiar to me, Rastil. Do you bring news of the weapon? You ask me? I would relish nothing more than burning the Gake threat from this rock. We know infected flock to Moonrise Towers. I reported the gathering masses back to Tunarath. In response, they sent an Inquisitor. Instead of ordering an assault, we were told to join in this mad hunt for an ancient relic. Inquisitor Wargaz has the Queen's ear, so we have no choice but to follow him in this folly. It is small, angular, metal, adorned with Tirsu script, stolen by true soul heretics.
You sense Shadowheart's worry. This weapon sounds like the artifact you carry.
What was that look? You know something. Do you have it? Then why, Rastil, do you waste my time? By command of the Inquisition, you are ordered to join in our search. You have returned. Any news of the weapon?
Time for a chat.
Honored Kithrak.
You are not familiar to me, Rastil.
He speaks the truth, Kithrak.
A Sharlak? Among us? Whom would you accuse? The Gustil? A strong accusation from the mouth of a Vin Isk. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek. Shema Zalavlakith. Give it to me! No? Then I will take it from your corpse!
Time for a chat.
Honored.
You are not familiar to me, Rastil. Do you bring news of the weapon? The Inquisitor? On what grounds? We have all the proof we need, and it has not moved his resolve. We know infected flock to Moonrise Towers in response. Inquisitor Wargaz has the Queen's ear, so we have no choice but to... Still, it is small.
You sent...
What was that look? You know something.
I sincerely hope you know what you're doing.
Shema Zalavlakith. Give it to me!
No. No!
Yes. There it is. Exactly as described. The Inquisition will finally come to an end. Ah! Trickery? Heresy? How did you... You manipulate it when I cannot? It appears you have been chosen, Vin Isk. How lucky you are. Take the weapon yourself, then. Seek the Chutrai below.
Two steps at a time.
The Inquisitor awaits. Follow the corridor.
You said it. Do you think this Inquisitor person is really going to help us?
Our esteemed guest, please approach. We have much to discuss.
The Chitrai is down these stairs, Kin. I hope the news you bring is welcome.
The Chakrai is expecting you.
My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Geik slave vessel.
Chitrai. Vlakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Geik ship. Something our queen has been looking for. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you.
The Chirai speaks. You must obey.
You mean the grand design? The restoration of the Illithid Empire? Why, it is of the utmost importance. But the weapon is the solution. I have heard it directly from Queen Vlakith herself. It is how we will stop the Mind Flayers before they destroy us all. Hand it over. The grand design is what all Geik seek. The restoration of the Illithid Empire, which spanned the entirety of the multiverse. For centuries, their elder brains sought to bring back their dominion. Every plot they hatched, we stopped. But now they are close to succeeding. Never before could they pause Ceramorphosis. Never before could they let the infections spread undetected. This is what we have all been training for. You saw the thralls gathered on the Geik ship. It was a vision of the future. Luckily, our queen is here to guide us. She will lead us to victory. So, the weapon. Please.
Don't give it to him. No.
So it is found.
Vlakith Gorg Shkathzai.
My queen. Shkathzai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
The Deathless Queen has spoken. You will obey.
These attendants you keep, you taught them well, my child. My Lae'zel.
Chma Zala Vlakith. You know me.
Erlon of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Alchaya before her. You seek purity. I may yet grant it. Child of Gith, you carry what is mine. Do I call you loyal servant or thief? Extend your fealty one step further, and you will be rewarded beyond your mortal reckoning. That weapon you carry, the Astral Prism, it is corrupted.
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken, a blight. They are an agent of the Grand Design, sent to sabotage the Astral Prism. Our last defense against the return of the Illithid Empire. As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this, and ascend!
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. You must accept. Refuse, and you will know my fury.
Perhaps I misheard. You would not speak ill of a god, would you?
Do not test her. She will be our ruin.
Obey, my child, and be. Use the Planecaster's power to enter the artifact. Be wary of the creature's lying tongue. Cut it out if you must. Wargas, they are not to leave until it is done.
As you say, my queen.
Shma Zala Vlakith. We will not waste a second. Vlakith has spoken. Do not leave this room except to enter the prism. Turn your back on me, and you will feel my blade against it.
Place the weapon in the Planecaster. Fulfill my queen's most holy edict.
Don't do it!
Heat pulses out of the astral prism as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement. A feeling of belonging stirs within you, a fold in reality, a pocket of the astral plane.
Boundless, timeless, like every dream that ever was stitched together. It is home.
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come, we will talk in private. Just the two of us. I may have made a mistake, trusting you. I told you to stay away from the Githyanki, but you just couldn't help yourself. Could you? And now, you've come here to murder me. You misunderstand. The Zaithis was going to kill you. I couldn't let that happen. It is the very least of Queen Blackith's deceptions. I'm just like you, an adventurer from Baldur's Gate that was infected with an illithid tadpole and seeks to be free of the Absolute. But unlike you, unlike anyone else in any plane, I know Vlakith's secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule. The end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying. Vlakith warned you that I would try to deceive you. But consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning. I already told you I protect you, that I saved you. If this was not enough to convince you, what more is there to say? It seems I was right to put my faith in you after all. Thank you. Vlakith will be furious, to make no mention of your Githyanki companion. The Lich Queen fears nothing more than the loss of her empire. The knowledge I have of her deception will bring that about. She is trying her very best to kill me by sending you. Queen Vlakith is lying to you and your people. You think she knows how Mother Gith defeated the Illithid Empire. But she does not. If the Illithids would ever rise to power again, she would be incapable of stopping them. And if her deception were ever to come to light, her impotence, her rule would be over. But that very power, the power to resist Illithid control, which Vlakith only pretends to know, is how I've been protecting you. I suppose she hoped to extract it from my corpse. Since you spared me that fate, she will come for you. As do I. I have delayed long enough. The next attack is overdue, and I can't risk you being caught in the middle of it. I need you out there, searching for the Absolute. You were on the right path, to Moonrise Towers. Return to it. Be warned, the Inquisitor awaits your return from this place with orders to kill you. No doubt the rest of the Kresh will join him. Good luck.
Speak. Have you killed our Queen's enemy? Vlakith does not lie to her faithful. Open your mind. Show me.
Your mind tingles. Lae'zel seeks entrance. Your thoughts become one. She sees the truth of your confrontation in an instant.
Vlakith Tafkinazin. I see only madness.
Vlakith bears the full might of Tunarath's arms, and the covenant of the Great Mother Gith. We must go to the Chirai. He will summon Vlakith. She must know of this apostate.
The way is blocked now. For good.
Lae'zel, I've been waiting. You are named Hashalak. Bend your head, for my blade is ready.
Chirai, please! Summon Vlakith! There's much—
Irrelevant, Gaik wretch. The Queen has spoken. Your death is decreed.
You realize what Lae'zel doesn't. Whatever the outcome of your visit to the Astral Prism, Vlakith had no intention of letting either of you live.
Kresh Yillik!
Vlakith. Vlakith! I have wielded your fury as a blade, roared your wrath as a dragon. You promised ascension. Yet I crawl among my own people, low as an asp's belly. Shkageth! I followed your path. What good? This heart of stone, for it to be shattered. She tests me. A trial of faith. Kalir prepared me. Only the heaviest souls soar to the astral. Yes. Yes. I might gain Vlakith's favor yet. Silence! I must think.
What news of our little project? Have you found the egg?
Using every scrap of your concentration, you kick the egg just hard enough that it doesn't crack, but soars like a red dragon.
You brute! What have you done? You will pay for this!
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
What news of our little project? Have you found the egg? Now, no need to get out of humor. Manners are everything. So, where's the egg? Oh, you wonder... Hold on. It looks different to what I expected. Are you sure that's a Gith egg? What the Society doesn't know won't hurt it. And we're left handsomely legacied either way. I rather like this plan. You have yourself an accord. Here's your pay.
Kithrak, has Vlakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kir Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen. I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a tap room called Sharess's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of our people. Lae'zel, Together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, Jastil Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel. Every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it. I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Vlaakith Kosivim Chrath Crashhead. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. You know the history. Long ago, the Geich enslaved our people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed. I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism.
Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. Yes, I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Sheres's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us. An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
That's no ordinary darkness. It feels powerful and familiar. Stay on your guard.
Are you the true soul? I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes. Go on!
One move ahead. A word, if I may.
More or less. I'll keep an eye for other true souls, and then head to camp. Can't get out of here fast enough.
The Shadow Curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. You're resourceful. You'll find a way. Don't give me that look. It's a good thing that I'm resistant to the shadows. This way I can help you. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. This isn't the first sign we've come across of a Sharan presence. I'm not sure I can keep ignoring them. Have you ever heard of the Dark Justiciars? They were Lady Shah's most elite warriors. I can't explain why, but something about this reminds me of them. I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah, a temple perhaps. I need to know if there's more to this.
Hey, boy. You want the bone? Fetch! You see that blighter go? Swallowed whole by the shadow curse. Bet he was pure tasty. You're the true soul we're taking to Moonrise, I'm guessing. Aye, in the shallows. But the curse don't care about some itty-bitty light once you get deeper. But don't worry, boss. We've got a guide. Talk to Kansif inside. He'll run through it. You don't know? Oh, you're gonna soil yourself when you see him. But I won't spoil the surprise. That's for Kansif. Head on in. Wait, you're joking, yeah? But we're ready to go. You just need to tell Kansif inside. So you want me to... I mean, I'll just go and, No! No!
Sure, why not?
I miss the camp. It's too quiet out here.
Can we get moving? Nab these boots from a gnome and they don't bloody fit.
I got faith. I just got common sense too.
Stay sharp. These shadows can sneak up on you.
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre? Good. We were told to expect you. Then pluck a tune, and our guide will come scuttling.
Yes, I hear them, Your Majesty, calling us, their god and their guide, together.
Now that's what I call an abdomen.
Greetings, in the Absolute's name. You have been charged with guiding us.
New flesh for you, my queen. But who are they?
Best introduce yourself. Perhaps you'll listen to a true soul.
And you? What are you?
More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the Dar, same as us.
Your minds connect, and you hear a whispered voice. The Absolute, or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the dark.
A true soul. You have more worshippers every day, Majesty.
Try not to piss him off, mate.
To insult me is to insult Her Majesty. It is to mock the Absolute!
Easy now. We're all on the same side, right?
My queen has ordered me to guide her followers through the dark, however imperfect they may be. Very well. Gather the flock. Bless us again, Majesty. Shine your light. Protect us. Come. Follow and stay close. Do not leave the light. Do not feed the shadows.
You heard him. Move out! Come back!
We must stay in the light, Majesty.
Hey, Shadi. Got a quick question about the best way to treat an infernal burn.
They should stay closer.
Shadi. Really?
They should stay in the light.
Hearty?
Unless they want to
Shadi?
become shadows.
Or maybe just the fringe.
Shadowheart will do just fine, thanks. Love is making you fanciful.
You might be right.
They must keep up. The shadows are hungry.
Ain't all got 10 legs.
I smell a trap.
Patience. Majesty, you bless us with patience. Wait. Something's wrong, Majesty.
Who's there? Show yourself!
Harpers, attack! Kill the cultists and get that lantern!
Heretics! Villains in the dark!
These Harpers are clearly enemies of the Absolute. They could be worthwhile allies. But defend the guide and you may preserve your cover as a true soul.
What are they doing? We thought they were true souls! Traitors! Heathens! Drive them into the dark! Do not let them take our lights! Grab the lantern!
Incredible. A light so radiant not even the curse can dim it.
The lantern flickers ever so briefly, and you hear a slight twitter. Or perhaps it's simply your imagination.
You. Don't move a goddamn muscle. Talk. Why in the hells would a cultist turn on his kind?
The pin the man wears is familiar to you. He belongs to the Harpers, a covert organization dedicated to freedom and balance.
Follow me. I know a refuge from the darkness. You can rest there. An inn. Last Light, it's called. A place you can sigh without the shadow beasts hearing. Let the lantern's light be your guide. I'll mark your map, should you lose the way.
I'm a tad surprised you change into more comfortable garb at Camp Lazel. You strike me as a sleeps in her armor type.
It would cause too much noise during my nighttime exertion. I do not wish to alert foes of our location.
Nighttime exertions? Oh, I see. Well, considerate of you, I suppose.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy. He helped us out in the shadows.
Come. Jahira!
Through the grapevine? Absolutely. This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul. A pathetic deception. I know who you really worship, true soul.
Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved two of my friends. One from a harpy, and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss of our thieving either. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible? What in the hells is that thing? Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Damon might be knocking around here, right?
Look, you're welcome and all, but I got to chat with bigger fish. Later.
Seems that way.
Burning through our oil, but it should just about
It'll
do.
need to.
Just Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira. Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Jaheira seems sure of you. I hope she's right. This barricade might keep the shadows out, but it won't help against what's already inside. Too dark to tell.
I think staring out into the dark so much is doing something to my eyes.
From?
You Graven Guard's still alive, you reckon?
Wish we had stone or steel.
If Jaheira trusts you, I trust you. But I'll be damned if a bug brain doesn't creep me out.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through. Cheeky. But, since you're asking...
It ain't pretty.
Pretty as you are, this is no time for a natter. Head on into Last Light.
Making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jaheira.
Nice to see the dark spitting out more than shadows. Welcome.
Hey! That's close enough. Artifact or no, I don't like the likes of you crashing our party.
Give it a rest, Alfred. We need all the God's damned help we can get.
You got a name? Good. Wouldn't want to piss on the wrong grave come the morrow.
Shut up. And you? Keep walking.
This gives me the creeps.
Seen alleyways.
Can't chat. I need to reinforce the barricade.
Keep sight narrows at nighttime. 2 steps in,
See any
and you're
movement out
likely
there?
to become some dagger's new sheath.
Ain't my neck of the woods.
Something over there.
Hey, it's Damon! Let's say hi!
Good man.
Easy enough.
Karlak!
I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlek to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please. Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlek, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
You're all right. No burns. Can we go to bed now?
Hold on, Karlek. There's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but... at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon, really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day! Me too. Whenever you want to turn in, I'd love to take this whole touch thing for a test drive. I know we have important things to do, but we deserve a little sweetness too. Oh man, I can't wait.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jaheira to come up with one.
I don't. That's why we're still...
No, still incapable. Not for you to know. Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? A kindred spirit, but I only wish to be an ox. Do you understand? I pity you.
You deliver the ox a death by 1,000 cuts, trying to taunt it into revealing its old form with every slice. It chooses to die docile in animal form. Only after its eyes fade does it become the monster it once was.
Playtime's over, pet. Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil, and a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Questions, questions! You're wasting my time! Let's see about getting your priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. You fail or refuse, and you turn into a thick blob of stink flesh and sink to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mazora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for you to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate your way out of your pact.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
Your own contract is airtight. But you recall an old incantation from a children's story, said to void a devil's pact. Abi diabole et nunquam redi.
Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favour only upon soul-bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
God damn it, Will! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? You know I'd do just about anything for you. But we're being asked to retrieve one of Zariel's assets. What if it's a runaway, like me? Or something worse? I'll follow you until I can't, Will. That at least I can promise you. Oh, hi. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. You heard Damon. There is no solution. It's hell or bust. I choose bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please. Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
Poor Karlak. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left. Huh. So...
If death is soon to take Karlak, fight viciously. The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's not your fault the world is wicked. You did the right thing.
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Beneath the resilient veneer, a touch of fragility. She needs comfort.
It's been a very long time since someone did that. For me. Time works differently here. It's hard to explain. Sometimes I can barely even remember what it was like before. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. Yes, but the orders are oddly erratic, as if the Absolute cannot make up its mind. I don't fully understand. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me, its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
Oh, hi. Incredible. Like I'm really alive. Like we can finally be real. I can be close to you now without fear, without thinking too hard. We can just be. No more than anyone else. Well, maybe slightly more. But that's the past now. I'm free. More free than I've ever been now. I was hoping you'd say that.
Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's...
Better give you extra so you don't nibble on me in the night.
Thoughts are back on the twisted Sceleritas and his honeyed words of violence.
You called for me, my lord? Those words sting, though they are true. I vow I will say your name 1,000 times in prayer before I rest tonight. I love you so dearly, Master. I come here, for I wish to bring you another powerful tithe. But I cannot grant you this prize quite yet. You must do something divinely unspeakable first. Oh, the reward will titillate your twitching urge in preparation for the rest of your inheritance to come. You will receive a royal prize for killing this pretty girl. Isabel, the cleric with the sweetest face of them all. She is too precious to live. Why? The greatest crime of them all. Nothing at all. Oh, no catch at all. You will get to see the beautiful sight of an entire village filled with bodies. Huh? You adore piles of bodies, Master. They have always been your favorite. Oh, I only live to advise. Oh, Master, consider the tiny mishap with the bard you had the last time we met. Your unconscious clever mind hungers for extreme violence. Who knows who you might kill next if you do not satisfy your urge. Be true to yourself, my lord.
This place gives me the creeps.
Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all.
I swear you've grown since I last.
Don't say a word. Just listen. A parasite grips my mind. My own people hunt me. But I am gnawed by an even greater torment. You. My thoughts are hallowed ground. Yet you've crawled your way in. Uninvited. I'm obsessed by the ground under your feet and the wind over your head. I see your face just before I sleep and after I wake. I ask myself, are you worthy? Shakfonashtu. There is only one way for you to prove it. A fine sentiment, but I require more. We fight. I test you in battle. Dance with me. Bleed with me. Bruise me so that you might possess me. Do it then. Make me yours. Incredible. I should be humiliated. I should know the shame of defeat. I am Lae'zel. But you are just still. You were stronger. I was steel. And you were silver. You are mine. Say the words. Shakfonashtu, source of my bruises.
Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's dead now.
I can't help but notice you seem happier of late. There's a spring in your step that wasn't there before. Just a pity I'm not responsible for it. Sometimes it can be difficult to know what you want, what you need, until it's already lost you. I know that from experience. I won't lie. I won't pretend that part of me isn't hoping you'll look in my eyes and still feel something. Foolish, I know. But allow me to wallow in the fantasy just a moment. Bittersweet, but what about Lae'zel? Are you truly willing to risk her ire just to be with me? I won't lie, I feel a little sorry for her. But only a little bit. You may be what's been missing from my life.
Hey, you. What are you thinking about? Hey, soldier. I thought I might come visit you later, when everyone's asleep. Please. We've waited long enough, I think. See you later. I can't wait. I think the others are asleep. Hi. Since I met you, all I wanted was to be close to you. We're sure I won't hurt you, right? May I test that theory? Say it loud. I'm yours, Karlach. My name sounds so good in your mouth. I'd like to take you to bed now. Gods be damned. It's a good day to be alive. Da da da, bum ba dum dum dum. Oh, God, sorry. I was in my own world. Hi. Hello, good morning. Sorry I didn't wait around this morning. I was just buzzing. Didn't want to wake you. I loved it too. More than I've ever loved anything. Last night was incredible. This morning is incredible. Every moment with you is beyond belief. You still like me, right? And And nothing bad is going to happen now. I knew it. Good. I adore you, you know. I love you too! Oh my god! I've been dying to say that. Oh my god, if I smile any bigger, my face is going to crack. Oh, I'm pathetic. Besotted. And it's all your fault. I guess we better get the day on. So much to do, so much to see. Together. Hey!
I can't help but notice you seem happier of late. There's a spring in your step that wasn't there before. I admire your ambition and your belief in your own stamina. But there's no hard feelings. Genuinely. Don't be...
Shah's blessings upon you. Fine. What's on your mind?